Welcome, everybody. I am definitely Zavzan, and I'm hosting this networking session. Hey. Good morning. Is this too early for your morning? Because you don't probably need a cup of coffee. I'll bring the caffeine canister in me to just kind of hype it all up, right? If you're here and tuning in live into LinkedIn Live broadcast, drop in the comments, say hello, so I can say a quick hello to you also. I have, Anna is tuning in because I had also streamed this out to Facebook, and she says, watching here and on YouTube. Well, hello, Anna. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to broadcast, everybody. So I am just going to say thank you for tuning in into this Cincy Tech Talk, Tech Talent Untapped. It is an in-person and virtual event. And this session, we're kicking off with the networking, live virtual networking stage. And I'm going to bring out this man right here who is the event host. And I'll bring him on right now. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me here, Zeph.
I am so happy to see you, Nick.
I'm very happy to be here. We got people filing in. Things are going really cool over here in person. We're really excited.
Awesome. We're excited and definitely want to see a few people who's here on stage with us. So we have a few more people behind stage. Shall we bring them up? Ready?
Hey,
1,
Janet.
2, 3.
Come here, get on camera for a second.
Hi, Shannon.
Janet, this is Janet with H7. Welcome. Janet is awesome.
Hey, Janet, how are you?
Good morning. Todd, where are you?
Good morning, Todd.
Morning, Nick. How are you? Zeph, how are you?
I am doing great. We're like ready pumped, even though I'm not there in Indiana with Nick. I'm here with both of you on screen, right? We can hype this up because we're excited. This is a great event, Nick.
This is cool.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually based in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which is about 40 minutes outside of Philadelphia. So I can't be there in person, but I'm glad that Nick was able to get me introduced to this show virtually, and we've actually had some great conversations already. So I'm looking forward to this.
I am excited because this is a great example, right? Nick, you had this vision of, let's just do like a virtual component of this, see if it works, right? And I said, great, because you can really pull people who can't be there with you. And this is awesome, right? And this is a perfect example of like Nick, you're in Indiana, Todd's in Pennsylvania. I'm here in cold Connecticut. So, hey, everybody. So maybe we could just say, I know there's a few comments coming here, and Anna says, I'm going to grab my Red Bull so I can keep up with you. I love that.
I'm definitely going to need a
Red
couple
Bull
Red Bulls
for breakfast. And I see a few other people in the house. I'm going to bring
looks
them
like
on.
we got Greg.
Yes, we'll bring Greg on. Hi, Greg. Good morning.
Good morning, Greg.
Morning, Greg.
I'm gonna
Another
bring
friendly face.
Too. Marlon's in the house. Parsley's in the house.
Hey,
everybody.
Love it.
We just need your camera on so we can say hello to everybody. Here we go. Don't be shy. Zap is in the house. So, Nick, tell us a little bit about maybe just a quick, just kind of network a little bit. Tell us a bit, like, how did you get this idea of creating and also hosting Cincy Tech?
I really appreciate the question. Yeah. So, pretty easy story there. It's, when I ask people what their number one constraint is for their business, tech talent is always up there. And so selfishly, I got to tell you, we at Seven Hills Technology have oftentimes been in a place where we have more demand for our services than capacity. And so we put this event together to really address that tech talent shortage problem, not just for all of our audience members, but we're actually looking to benefit from this as well. So we've got some amazing speakers here today. I've got Dr. Baker's already in the room back there. So he's going to be talking about human capital management. I've got Brad, I've got Brian, I've got all these great people here. We actually have a nice female voice that we got added at the last minute here. So Emily's with Twilio. She's got 10 years of tech talent experience. So awesome. She's going to be joining the panel. It should be a really fun event.
Super cool. So Todd, how are you connected to Nick?
So Nick and I connected through a networking group. I think it was H7, correct, Nick? Is that how we got connected through? So we got connected through Nick, and we've actually been talking about working with his team to help him expand because my company is a global company. So we have the network and the bandwidth to support customers throughout the globe. So we're talking about, and especially with my client base, where we're Fortune 500 focused, to help, like, how do you win some of these bigger fish? Like, what is it that we have to do to win these bigger enterprise customers? And that's where I've been dealing with Nick, and we've had some great conversations for sure. So I'm here to help anybody too as well. Like, it's not just Nick. I'm here to help you, Zev, Greg. If you have these bigger customers that need support, I already have bandwidth in place that we can actually support customers however you need to. So and I'm just here to help. That's all it is.
Awesome. I love people who love to help. I love it. We do have a few people behind stage, but we'll bring them on shortly so we can swap everybody up. But Greg, welcome to Cincy Talk's live networking stage. And where are you at, Greg?
Good morning. This is so cool. Thank you for having me on. Excited to be here.
I think I'm going to run back over to the main stage. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit, Nick.
I am actually in the beautiful hills of northern Kentucky, so we serve, locally this kind of the Cincinnati area, right? But we have clients nationally and internationally, so.
Well, welcome. Welcome, Dab. Welcome, SJ. As just went off camera. He goes like, "Oh my God, I'm on camera." That's okay, SJ. I can definitely take you off. You don't want to be on camera. If you want to be on camera, guys, just put in the private chat. Welcome. Good morning, Dab.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Greetings from Chicago.
Woohoo! Cold Chicago, or Chicago's having a fall-like weather today?
It's kind of chilly here this morning.
Yeah, it's kind of wet and really windy here in Connecticut too. So welcome, Dap. Tell us a little bit about how you are connected to Nick.
So I am a relatively new connection to Nick. I met him in a networking meeting, a very large Zoom networking meeting, and I just loved his energy, his positivity. I just connected to him, and I am in the education technology space. So my company works with authors, teachers, subject matter experts, coaches, consultants. We help them monetize their expertise by creating an online course and peer community. So that is a very exciting time. There's lots of activity going on with folks who are experts in their field who are looking to earn more and basically productize their expertise. And so I'm in the tech space. I love it. And I'm just so happy to meet everybody today.
Oh my God, I'm so super excited. So I'm kind of new to this community too. And I was telling Nick, I'm like, I'll be more than happy to produce this because, let people experience a little bit something different. And I'm so glad that we're here networking this morning. But before we even, go around the table and do a little bit more introductions and bring people on this live stage, right? So I want to say one thing, just to let everybody know, if you're tuning into this live virtual networking stage right now, there are two parts of today's session, the virtual sessions. Part one, we're bringing people up in this studio, which is the StreamYard studio, so that we can kind of network. We stream this out on LinkedIn Live. However, part two will be on Zoom, and that will be, I will put that in the chat. And if actually you look at the LinkedIn Live event page, you will see details and where you would get that Zoom room information. Yeah, we're trying to make you all, work a little bit, so no Zoom fatigue, So this is going to be fun. But if you're tuning in, and you're wondering, what is this LinkedIn Live all about? Well, folks, you are tuning in into Cincy Tech Talks, Tech Talent Untapped. Yes, it is a virtual and also in-person event. And if you look on the screen right now, there is a bit.ly link. That's where you can watch it live on LinkedIn Live, and that QR code will bring you right there. That said, I see there's a fish on top of Todd's head. I'm like, like, do you do a lot of fishing, Todd?
I don't. That's actually my uncle's fish. It's a great.
My
So
uncle's fish.
he actually passed away in 2017 from pancreatic cancer. And so my aunt actually, so he was a big fisherman, like hunter, you name it. He had all trophies in his house. And essentially is that he had a big, huge marlin that I wanted, but my cousin took that. So, the trade-off was I get the 3-foot salmon. So that's what that is on top of my wall. So he was a big golfer too.
Awesome.
So all the golf balls are mine, but everything else golfing is mine. But that's his fish, so I just have it on top. And it's a great conversation starter too with clients because they're like, "Oh, that's a great fish." And it just starts off the conversation that way.
Super awesome. I'm going to bring up 3 more people because I see them in the backstage. So here we go. We have Rodney in the house. Hey, Rodney. Hello,
Hey, what's
Ohio.
going on, guys?
Matt's in the house. Hello, Matt. And
Hey there.
Dr. Baker's in the house. Whoop, whoop. Good morning, everybody. Dr. Baker just like, I'm on camera now. Good morning. I am so happy to see everybody this morning. We are doing a little bit of networking. So because I brought you on first, Rodney, let's do a little bit of intro. How are you connected to Nick?
Yeah, so I got connected with Nick, and then I got connected with Zeph through 2 different avenues, really. There was a lot of synergy between all of us. So I'm in financial services, but I run a networking group here out of Cincinnati that's virtual and kind of consists across the Eastern and Central time zones. So that's how we all got connected.
Super cool. And thank you for connecting Nick with Nick and I, because we were like, okay, if this is no coincidence, Nick, I'm here for a reason. So I'm so happy to be here. Matt, where are you tuning in from?
I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and worked with Nick over his TechSolve days, and again, wanted to kind of see what's going on in his world now.
This is exciting. And are you on location with Nick, or are you actually just tuning virtually with us?
Virtually.
Yeah, this is why I love the virtual part, right? Because I can just pull anybody from anywhere, and it's just a touch of a button. Dr. Baker, good morning. Oops, good morning. I accidentally removed him. How are you? Are you on?
Yep, I'm doing fantastic. I'll be on stage here in a moment, so I'm here live, and I wanted to click in and be nosy to see who's here.
I love that reasoning. This is why we do the networking, right? Because we get to see who's here. And so tell me, what it seemed like right there? Are people coming in through the right now for?
Yeah, we are. We've got some more of the panelists, some more of the speakers. We're still working on some tech stuff back here, but it's all coming together right now. People are walking in.
So maybe Deb, if you're tuning in also later via virtual, who are you? I mean, what are you looking to get out from this event today?
You know what? First of all, I'd love to connect and collaborate with other tech leaders. Having an understanding of what's going on in the tech space. I'm in the online education space myself, and so what a lot of the courses that we're developing for experts are related to technology. So I'm just trying to understand who's out there, who are experts, who can add value to some of the education that we're providing to business owners and business leaders. We're really focused on the small to mid-market business space. And we find that a lot of them are challenged by technology, challenged by hiring staff for specific roles. And what's going on in the HR field today. And there seems to be such a lack of loyalty and retention issues. So I'm really just trying to understand who are the thought leaders today that I can connect to and maybe collaborate with offline.
That's awesome. What about you, Greg? Who are you looking to connect with, meet?
I love how she put that. The thought leaders, like the people that are here, are proactively, engaging, with our the people that are in the industry. I too support people in the technology world. We help people leverage reputation and videos to get even more customers. And we're a connector, as Mr. Nick is. I mean, the times I've had with him are great. and anything he touches and the people that he knows, I'm proud to be a part of, and I want to show up, support him, and make some new connections and learn some stuff about the tech environment.
Boom. Todd, anybody in particular or anything? I mean, somebody. What type of people are you looking to connect at this event?
Just anybody's looking for help, really.
I love that.
That's what it
Help
comes down
desk
to.
over here, right?
Yeah.
Todd, help desk over here. I'm able to help. What about you, Matt?
I'm just looking forward to kind of meeting different people in tech and kind of seeing kind of networking in the scene.
Awesome. Where did Nick go? Dr. Baker, is anything because I won't be able to stay through the entire session because I have another production going on. But I would love to hear a little bit about, like, pick your brain a little bit about what is one of the key things that you're gonna like present and share with us today. Twiddling my
Yeah, I'm
toes
going to
there.
talk about the human capital and the human capital management inside of the tech space. So a lot of times you think about technology and it's not just about the tech or the founding of it. It's, how do you deal with the people and how do you grow the company? And so we're going to cover that. I only have so much time to cover it, so I can't go as comprehensively as I like, but I promise to give out nuggets that people can take home and use.
Super awesome. And I wanted to also like tap in, like, Rodney, you've been doing a lot of virtual stuff, right? Virtual meetings, virtual events, networking. What do you think, people who have never had the virtual or hybrid experience would benefit from this event? Because now you're in Ohio, I'm in Connecticut, Todd's in Pennsylvania, and Deb's in Chicago. Like, what kind of value events like this would bring to the audiences of people that
Yeah,
we're going to
that's
connect with?
perfect. That's such a great conversation piece for a lot of things, Zeph, because we get into these virtual worlds, and I see Deb and I see Greg, and I'm glad Greg said he was from Columbus. Go Buckeyes, right? But you don't know what the relationship is or what the synergy might be from the small snippets. Dr. Baker said, I'm going to give, I've got to condense down some of the stuff, right? But I'm going to give things that people can take home. Listen, the biggest advice I can give you guys, right, is make sure you get connected on a higher level than just looking at each other on this virtual world, right? Write down the names, reach out to each other on LinkedIn, set up that one-on-one, right, man? That one-on-one is where the magic happens, guys, right?
Boom.
That's where the magic happens, right? If I would have never had a one-on-one with Zeph, I would have never understood all the things that she was capable of doing, right? And all the things that she was able to introduce me to and stuff. So set up those one-on-ones, man.
Yeah, I love that you shared that in a live virtual networking session. And everyone's here, and if you're actually tuning in into the LinkedIn Live right now, and if you're watching wherever you are, actually, drop in the comments your LinkedIn information. So everybody who is, probably in this live chat right now, watching the live stage can connect with you. This is how we network virtually. Welcome to the world of 21st century. We're talking about tech talent untapped today, folks. And in case you're just tuning in, just wanted to let everybody know, if you're like, where do I go? That information on your screen right now, that bit.ly link, whether it's current or post event, you can get all the updates, networking, engagement, and you can watch the replay on that page. And if you are a tech person, just QR code that, scan that, and you'll get right to the live link right where we are at right now. And I see Tony, but most of those behind the stage, they're like shy. I want to bring you guys up, but everybody doesn't want to have their camera on, so I'm not sure if I want to bring them up. But anyways, I just where is Nick? Nick, are you there? Dr. Baker, did everybody arrive yet?
Not yet. I know a couple just came in. Now I'm about to grab Nick right now.
I have a question for you, Deb. You said you are in Chicago, right?
Yes.
What's the tech scene like right there with talents? Are we with all this huge, issues of having a challenge finding the great, like you said, loyal tech talents,
Right.
or any talents per se? What's the scene like right now in Chicago as far as that's concerned?
I think the demand is there, so that's good news, right? So there's a lot of interest, a lot of recruiting going on. I know a lot of recruiters in the space, and they're challenged by finding people. So that's kind of issue number one. Issue number two is once they onboard those people, they've got to work harder now than ever to retain them and to keep them. And so, how are these companies who are hiring this talent, how are they becoming, the best workplace, right? What can they be doing differently to keep those good tech resources? And so that to me, I think is what's, the biggest challenge here in the Chicago area is finding those people, retaining them.
That's such a challenge, I think, anywhere in a lot of the industries right now, right? Because I hear that not only in the tech world, but pretty much everywhere. But I'm glad Nick actually brought up, had this idea of to do Cincy Tech Talk. Hey, Nick, are you listening in right now? I would love to hear, what are you looking to get out of today's event? If there's one thing, like everything else is a bust, there's one thing that would be like, if you had it, that would be a successful event for you.
You're asking me what I want out of the event?
Yeah, of course. You're the event host. You're the person.
All right. Well, hey, I'm just excited to have everybody here. This is awesome. We've got some amazing attendees. I'm super excited. I got people filing in the room right now. So my goal is that everybody here leaves with just a nugget that hopefully helps them improve their business. Maybe they leave with a couple new relationships. So I just want everybody to come out of this thing with more value than they came into it. That's my goal.
Awesome. So, Dr. Baker, if somebody was to connect with you, where would you send them? What would be the best place for you to have them connect with you? Okay, he's probably talking to somebody. Dr. Baker, can you hear me? Okay, let's start with Todd. Todd, what about you, Todd? If there is anyone who would like to get your help and connect with you, where would they go?
Just LinkedIn. I just sent my LinkedIn on information there, and then you can send me a message. I'll also drop my contact information, email, and phone number as well, and you can certainly reach me there as to set up a one-to-one.
Awesome. I love it when people say, just connect with me on LinkedIn. Yeah, it makes it so much easier, right? Greg, how about you?
Yeah. Would you believe it if I told you I'm already reaching out on LinkedIn on my other screen while I'm listening?
This is what happens when we actually have tech people in the networking stage, because you already are like working the backstage, like, hey, you don't have to tell me stuff. I'm already dropping them in. So I'm glad. So folks, make sure you look in the LinkedIn comments, because Greg and Todd's information is already there.
Thank you.
Matt, what about you, Matt?
I'd say LinkedIn would probably be the best medium for me as well.
And is LinkedIn also Matt Stein?
Oh, yes.
Okay, he had to pause for a moment just to see, yeah, maybe. I love that. Rodney, what about you?
Yeah, definitely LinkedIn. I put my information in the chat.
Yay. Also LinkedIn. All right, and I see Anna says here, nice to see folks showing up so nicely here on LinkedIn. More viewers here now than on the Book of Faces or YouTube. I agree, and this is part of another tech conversation, which I hope Nick will kind of create someday through Cincy Tech Talk. We can have all this conversation about technology. Just in case for some of you who don't already know me, I've been asking everybody in the room, and I'm like, hey, Zap, did you go? I'm like, I love to talk. But anyways, hi everybody. I just want to say I'm definitely Zavzan. I am producing this segment of the live virtual networking stage. Basically, what I do is I help you guys level up your virtual events, and most importantly, reimagine the traditional event experience. And I do that by helping you virtualize your in-person events. And especially if you're having challenges with the event tech minefield, you're like, oh my God, which technology am I using for my, meetings or my productions or my live broadcast? I'm here to help, just like Todd. So So I will also put my LinkedIn information. Actually, the LinkedIn Live is actually streaming from my personal profile, so be sure to connect with me there. So we're 5 minutes away. I just want to see if there's anybody else behind, like backstage. I have Parsley, but Parsley, hey Parsley, wouldn't you come online on camera and say hello? Because I saw him earlier. Hi, who's that in at the event? I need to unmute that. Come say hello. Wait, I think the mic is muted on your end. If you can see the bottom, it says cam mic. Just unmute it. It's not mute. It's still muted. Where is Nick? Dr. Baker, I think we asked you earlier, if people wanted to connect with you, where would it be? Where would you send them?
I know you said something to me, but I couldn't hear it because we're in here talking
That's
so
because there's
loud. I
all
have
those
no idea what
awesome
you guys are
people.
saying.
Because there's so many awesome people in the room there with you, right?
It is.
Where would you want people to connect with you? Where would you want people to connect with you?
Email is fine. Dr.
All
Baker,
right.
Dr. Baker at
Okay.
drbaker.us.
drbaker.us. Okay, awesome. I'll put that in. Hey, Anna,
I'm gonna put
if
it
you
in there.
actually hear that, would you put it into the chat so I can put it up on screen? Thank you so much. All right. Well, Anna says, even as a Zoom, Zeph adds a saver with a secret ingredient. Yeah, we always have secret ingredients. I just want to see who else is here. Hey, Parsley, I'm going to bring you on. I do not know who it is in front of the event PC where Nick is, but you're muted. But I would love to say hello to you.
Hello, yes,
Oh,
this is
yes.
Jeremy Berger. How are you?
Hi. We're so happy to have you this morning. Parsley, good morning. Where are you at?
Good morning. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Well, we have many Ohio peeps here. I'm feeling left out here. Hello, excuse me, Rodney. We have to do something about this. Well, I had mentioned to Rodney before. I went to school in Ohio, so I do miss Tiffin, Ohio, a lot. Used to be Heidelberg College, but now it's Heidelberg University. Anybody have heard of it? So I do miss Ohio. So I think I'm due for a trip to Ohio, Rodney. We'll have to figure that out, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have to have a big party in Ohio, right? And bring some virtual stuff here. Parsley, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
How
So
did you and Nick meet?
I am actually a software developer here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and the reason I met Nick is because I started working for a company where he is the sales guy, and boy, is he good.
Of course, right? Of course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you actually known Nick?
I have known him for about 8 months now, so a little longer than that, almost a year. I'll just round up. How about that?
That's awesome. That's super awesome. Oh, I need to get your contact information. Could you drop it in the LinkedIn chat? Because right now in the virtual event space that I roam in, so we do a lot of, I kind of like I wouldn't say collaborate. I work with and I select a great virtual events platform because for me, a Zoom is not a virtual event tool. So we use a lot of virtual event platform, and the virtual event tag that I'm working with right now, passionately, is right here in Connecticut. So they are looking for software developer. So put in your link. See, folks, this is basically live networking live. You got to see all the connections made here. All right, Nick, I know we have about a minute before we shut down this live virtual networking stage, and I'm going to put that information for you guys for the Zoom room. Any last thoughts, Nick, before we go?
Just thank you all for being here. We're so excited. We're going to have the talk starting here in a few minutes. So if you roll on over to the Zoom, I know Zeph is going to put the information down below. You can also go to cincytechtalk.com for all of your event information. So thank you so much.
Yep. All the event information, you look at the ticker at the bottom. That's where you can get all that information. And if not, this particular, I'm going to put it up right now again, the image on your screen, the QR code, that will bring you to the actual page for the LinkedIn event. So go to that page. We will drop in the Zoom room link, and you can just get there. You can also get that from the information on the event page itself. So this way you will not miss a beat of this event. I'm really excited to see what else is going to happen with Cincy Tech Talk, and I hope to I look forward to meeting you all in person, maybe in Ohio or Chicago. I miss Chicago, Deb. Cold or not, I just miss it. When I was in Ohio, it was just 5 hours away. So we always go to Ohio. So when I have friends from wherever, Ohio, I'm sorry, Chicago. What am I talking about? Chicago was the place to be at. So right now, I'm only an hour and a half from New York City. So I bring people to New York City all the time. So I kind of miss Chicago a lot because I prefer Chicago than New York. All right, everybody. Until next time, coming up next is the opening welcome session, and that will be in Zoom. And I will put that link in the chat right now. Other than that, I just want to say thank you all. Thank you, everybody here who's been on the live virtual networking stage. It was nice meeting everybody. Let's connect with one another. Until next time. Yes.
One last thing. Just want to say
Yes.
major shout out to Rodney for introducing me to Zeph. And Zeph has been awesome in case you haven't noticed already. So if you haven't met with Zeph yet, you really need to do a one-to-one with her because she is just amazing. She's the best at events. So
thank you so much.
See y'all back there.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm doing a quick sneak peek of the schedule. And until then, nice meeting Todd, Greg, Deb, and everybody else. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Fantastic. All right, thank you all.